Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. Man, what's up? What's up? What's up? Say, man, y'all know what the day is. The day is Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday? What happens on Tuesday, man? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. Man, let me introduce the crew to you. To my right, to my left, to my left, to my right. Man, it's to my homeboy from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, Texas. It's 21. Armando, 21. What's up, 21?
It's Tuesday. What's going on, fellas? Hey, it's Tuesday. We had week 2 in the books of preseason, right? So we got some things to talk about, right? Some things look like they didn't change. Some things looks like we might have got some changes, but we saw some starters, and let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Also, great news, man. Great news. Our show is actually streaming live on TikTok. So
Hell
you
yeah.
on TikTok, share this stream for us, baby. Share the stream. And also from the great state of Arizona, man, the player personnel director of the Cowboy podcast is our man, Kuiper. Hey, Z, what's up, Kuiper?
What's up, fellas? I got another week closer to the fucking start of football, baby.
Always another week closer, man. Another week closer, man. Always. And then the unofficial host of the Cowboy podcast. He's unofficial because he got so many irons in the damn fire, but he always manages to swing by home. What's up, Cowboy Corner? It's Mike. What's happening, baby?
What's going on, you guys? I only got to about 8:29. Then I got to go to the other show, but I figured I'd stop in for 30 minutes, share some love. Appreciate you sending the link. Kyber Boo, Cardinal fan. Armando 21, what's up? And the big fella Chris. Pow, pow, pow.
All right. And we got another special guest. Casey, the remix schedule. What's up, baby, man? Thank you for joining the Cowboy podcast, man. How you doing tonight, baby?
I'm doing phenomenal, fellas. I appreciate y'all having me on. Talk about some boys from might give a little tidbit on what you're gonna hear on time sports talk tomorrow night as well. So you guys, I've already talked to Chris about this, but now that I'm on the show with you guys for tonight, you guys are more open invite to come on time sports talk with me and my old man. So we take them all, even Arizona Cardinal fans.
hey, we love Kuiper, even though he's a Cardinal fan. And also, what's up, TikTok, man? Appreciate y'all, man. We are streaming our show live for the first time on TikTok, man. If you are getting this, man, share the stream and let's get into some goddamn Cowboy talk. How about that? All right, week 2 is in the book. Week 2 is in the book. So. 21, I saw your TikTok about your quarterback. I instantly just bust out laughing. But I'm not gonna start with the regular crew. I'm gonna start with our guest today. I'm gonna start with Casey. All right. Now, Casey, I know you probably seen a TikTok or two of mine about our backup quarterback. Tell me, how do you feel about Joe Milton the third?
I mean, he's a backup for a reason, right? I mean,
that's true.
I don't know what this second coming of like the next Cowboy quarterback great from a couple throws in camp was coming from, but he looked like a guy that has a rocket arm that ain't ready to be a starter anytime soon. So Dak, your job is safe, sir.
It is safe. So I know Mike at Cowboy Corner got a hot sports opinion, and I've been waiting. Mike. Mike, I'm ready. Come on, give it to me, Mike. What's your hot sports opinion about this?
To call him a backup quarterback is hilarious. We got to take backup and quarterback out of the sentence and just call him Joe Milton. He is. There's two versions of RG3. There was RG3 pre-injury, and there's an RG knee post-injury. Joe Milton is already in the RG knee phase. He can't see the field. He makes a ball throw every once in a while, but guess what? I can make a good throw every once in a while too. I can make my own highlight reel.
I doubt it.
And so, Mike, you've been in here for 5 seconds and you already interrupted me.
I doubt it.
Oh, last week you looked like a pilot. Today you look like a horsefly.
You're the personal shot king. You never have a real argument. All you do is take personal shots.
So anyway, I could throw the ball further than you, Mikey. All right. So anyway, Joe Milton, quarterback, backup, take it out of the vocabulary. It is what it is. If we were going to put backup in there, it's almost like the great grandfather scenario, right? He's the backup to the backup's quarterback, because Lord Jesus, it's bad, guys. It's bad.
All right. Go ahead, Mikey. I'm sorry. Let me introduce the fourth member of the crew. He finally makes it to his own show. Always 10, 15 minutes late, but we're going to work on punctuality. He's gaining these points for termination. So, Mikey, 520, what's up, baby?
And that wouldn't be the first time I'm down with that HR, but sometimes talent outweighs punctuality. Anyway, just playing. How you guys doing? It's good to see all you guys. Hey, today's a good, blessed day. Can you ask the question again? I'm just messing with you, Corner. I just had to fuck with you.
You know I'm messing with you too.
Yes,
You're
sir.
losing.
Yes, sir.
You're losing a lot of weight, and you're looking fantastic, Mikey. I didn't know you had a neck.
I do. It's crazy.
Just looking.
It's crazy.
You
Hey, but ask the question again, big fella, so we get this right. Instead of hitting all the side streets and not hitting the main directive.
Oh, I was asking you what you thought about Joe Milton, your backup.
Well, that says it all right there, right?
Right?
Oh man, the thing is I'm you know how you corner or probably in the corner, has said time and time again, hi Eunice, how you doing? Time and time again, Dak Prescott's getting older and he's had more lower extremity injuries. So that's the biggest point of concern. I know Cooper Rush didn't look good considering he's the ex chick that we let go. Well, that's the side chick that we let go because our main be stepping out, but that's the side chick we let go. But him looking bad, I want to attribute that not just him looking bad, but that our defense made him look bad. But he did make a bad decision throwing a pick six to Andrew Booth, but that's neither here nor there. But Joe Milton is everything big fella has advertised the man to be. And I like when you're right, dude, but damn, bro, I can't believe you're this right.
All right. Kyber, give me your thoughts on Big Joe the third.
Man, the NFL has a problem, man. They have a problem with all these QBs that they think are just super athletes and they want to turn them into projects. But nobody wants to take the time to do the project. Everybody wants to throw them into the fire. You see with Anthony Richardson, he just got benched for Daniel Jones again. Joe Milton is the worst backup QB in the NFL right now. And then you're looking at what's his name? Jalen Milroe got selected in the third round. But he's the exact same player as Anthony Richardson and Joe Milton.
Son, can I ask you a question though? And I hate to interrupt you like that, but this is a good. Do you think that's a product of the CBA and the amount of reps and the amount of practices they have?
It's a product of college coaches wanting the big plays instead of college coaches don't want to develop anymore. They're looking at the big guy, the flashy guy, because it saves their job. It brings more fans, gets the students hyped up, and yeah, all those guys are gonna be the ones that end up signing the CDA contracts. And all the NFL scouts look at is somebody they can develop, but the coaches never wanted them in the first place, and the coaches don't like to develop like that. You take a project that can't throw, that has no accuracy, there is rarely a single player. Josh Allen might be the only one so far in the last few years that has actually worked out as a project QB.
Okay. 21. Like I said, I enjoyed your TikTok about Joe Milton and everything. Week number 2 of Joe Milton. Do you have any optimism yet, brother? I got to remind you, last week you were very optimistic. You know,
he was.
You were very optimistic, 21. I want to hear it, baby. I left you last on purpose.
He's the second chance king, bro. He's the second
Look,
chance
man,
king.
I was optimistic, but Joe just didn't help his case for shit, man. This guy just his inaccuracy is showing. we know he has the rocket arm, but that's about it, right? The big fella had sent us in the group chat.
Yes.
About this. He's this comedian. He does skits, and he launches the ball everywhere. But this dude he gets that ball, and he's gonna launch it. Where it's gonna land, I don't know, but he's gonna launch it somewhere, right? So, but this dude isn't helping his case. There was a few plays I saw where I felt like he just can't read that field. I felt he could have used his legs, shown his legs a little bit more if he's trying to help his case. He didn't. It's just it's not looking good for Joe Milton. And this kind of sets me back to Jerry, man. Jerry being Jerry. I feel like Jerry's just trying to hit that home run with these quarterbacks. Oh, we saw it with Trey Lance. He tried to hit that home run. It didn't work out. We saw, now he's out there with the Chargers. I feel like he pulled the trigger again, hoping Joe Milton was another, hopefully, and again another miss, and it's just it's looking bad for him and these quarterbacks that he wants to, put in I guess in competition with Dak, right?
Well, I guess it's my time.
He's about to squat his shit.
Look, man, look. I am not the one to say I told you so, but I did. But what frustrates me, we keep giving up valuable assets for ass quarterbacks. That's what bothers me the most. Okay. The Cowboys didn't even have to trade for Joe Milton if they really they wanted to, and they giving up picks. Man, if you could even become the starting quarterback for the Patriots, and the Patriots need a quarterback, when the Patriots get rid of a quarterback, isn't that telling you something, Cowboy fans? Isn't that telling you something? The Patriots that need a quarterback get rid of a quarterback for a fifth round pick. A fifth round pick. So this is my problem, man. I said I wasn't gonna go too hard on them today, but watching the game, I was up in Canada this last weekend doing a simulcast with a Canadian fan, and I was sitting there, and Anthony was like, "Chris, you were spot on. You were spot on." I say, "Bro, I warned y'all. I warned you. I still rather have Trey Lance than Joe Milton because." At least Trey Lance,
volume,
bro, and you know how much I hated Trey Lance. You know I hated Trey Lance, right?
Yes,
you know I hated him, but he is more of a quarterback than Joe Milton will ever be. And I just hate when the Cowboy fans that don't do their homework about people. All they saw was highlights of him throwing the ball. Okay. And I always begged them, hey, go back and watch that tape at Michigan, the few games he did play. Go back and watch that tape at Tennessee. Go back and watch it. And you're going to see the same thing I've been talking to you about. But, hey, sometimes us Cowboy fans can be hard-headed.
Watching Joe Milton play quarterback is like watching Billy Madison play dodgeball against all them kids.
That's a great analogy. I mean, because he really can't hit nobody, and then when he does, he tried to hit the kids. Oh, matter of fact, he had one great throw. Who is that dropped the ball?
Moreno Cropper went right through it.
Cropper.
That was a dime.
Yeah.
I had to give him credit to that. I say he hit him in stride, hit him in the hands like he's supposed to, and Cropper dropped it. And I was like, Cropper, you were not trying to make
beautiful block stand up that Booker had. That's what I was looking at. Then, oh my God, did he just throw that?
Mm-hmm.
Cropper was surprised that the ball was actually there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Mike, was that the problem? Mike, Cropper was surprised that the ball actually reached him.
Oh, it's in my vicinity. I don't know what to do. We haven't practiced this, coach.
Right.
Hey, but no, man. You know Joe is perfect in practice, man. You know you see all the news outlets, man, showing you how great he is throwing the deep ball. Remember that deep ball he threw in practice, and it was
Domingo.
all over the internet,
Mhm.
Domingo, and all this other thing. And he get in the game was the first game against the Rams. He's throwing deep balls. He overthrowing them. He's not hitting anybody.
He
So
through too.
now this is my question. This is my question to the panel. This is my question because I know I'm not comfortable going in with Joe being my second string. I'm not comfortable with Will Greer being my second string. Will the Cowboys make a move when the training camp is over to go get them a true backup quarterback? And I'll start with you, Casey.
No. We're talking about Jerry Jones still the GM?
Yes.
Right.
No, I was just doing some while y'all were talking, man. My man up there, Kuiper, AZ, worst backup quarterback in the league. I can't. Look, I'm not going to be Joe Milton apologist here, but he's not better than Kenny Pickett, Drew Lock, Aiden O'Connell.
Katie Pickett got a ring, bro.
The entire the best quarterback on the Saints is the head coach. Like, Joe Milton ain't it. Don't get me right. Joe Milton ain't it. I don't disagree with you guys, but would you rather have a New York Jet quarterback other than Justin Fields? I mean, like a little perspective here. I mean, yeah, he's not great, but like I said at the beginning, the dude's a backup for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, Cowboys going to make a move? Probably not. They already gave up asset. Go get the Shador? No, stop it.
Yeah. Should do it.
Um,
You want a circus? You really they
want a circus? Yeah.
Serving elephants to the freaking Wrigley brothers. They bring the elephants back, bro. Fuck all that shit.
But y'all mentioned, I think the whole fan base is frustrated with the giving up assets. I mean, like the Mingo trade, which I think didn't he just hurt his knee in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks, yep.
And you know, we're talking about the Cowboys and Jerry. I mean, I don't even know if it's going to be better when he isn't with us anymore. But I will say, Drake May in New England is solid.
The guy
I don't know
he was
if
making Jalen Tobe.
Well, did you not hear him? Did you not hear that he was talking, Mikey?
It's cool. It's cool.
My goodness.
No, my internet cut off when I was talking. My bad.
Yeah, no, Mikey's like lagging.
I'll be honest, it looked like he was doing a whole rap video right there.
You really did. All right. So, corner. What would you make a move at the end of this training camp? And I know you got a limited amount of time. Would you go make a move for a quarterback, a true veteran quarterback?
I would make a move. Yes, I would make a move. Absolutely. But hearing what Schottenheimer said the other day, he said, the reporter said, why not play Will Greer? He said, well, I know what we have in Will Greer. We got to go look at Joe Milton and know what we have in Joe Milton. So that tells me Will Greer to start the season will be QB2.
Yeah.
Joe Milton will be the third quarterback. The non-emergency quarterback doesn't mess up the roster, 53-man roster, whatever. So if I was the GM, yes, I would go get a quarterback yesterday. But I'm not, and I'm just a fan, and this is where I'm here. And but I like Will Greer at this side because he has more experience, he has more reps. You know, he has good camaraderie with Dak Prescott. He knows exactly what the system. He was just here 2 years ago. Trey Lance is the one that kicked him out, and he'll be damned if another Trey Lance 2.0 kicks him out again. He's the QB2.
Okay. All right, Mikey. Would you make a move, Mikey?
Man, I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's buffing out a lot, so cut out. I'm sorry, guys. But we already got Will Greer. We saw what he looked like when Dak was calling plays. But at the same time, not to be a Milton apologist, I think they're hello. Did I come back?
You're buffing.
Where did I come back? I think they're using Joe Milton. They'll use Joe Milton in the read option aspect, like they'll use his feet more. They're not using it and showing their cards right now.
Hey, Mikey, you may have to go in and come back out.
Yo,
Yeah, go in and come back
yeah,
out.
I'm gonna
man,
go in and out. Later.
All right. Okay. So, Kuiper, you're my player personnel director. You know I value your opinion, man, on stuff like this. If you was the GM of the Cowboys, would you make a move? Not
The thing
Jerry.
is, backup QBs have never been more expensive than they have been these past 2 years. Third round picks and fourth round picks. That's what it takes to trade for one. And right now in free agency, you look at there's not really anybody in free agency. There's not really anybody, man. The Cardinals traded for Desmond Ritter not too long ago, fourth round pick, right? The Dallas Cowboys, you traded for Joe Milton. He was bad, fifth round pick. And Jerry's not going to give up any more picks to go trade for somebody else. And he's too cheap to sign anybody else. So, should you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because a veteran QB to bounce ideas back and forth to Dak Prescott will actually help him out. And it would be more relieving to know you have an experienced guy who can make simple throws in an offense that is meant to be a run-first offense and a quick passing offense. It would be very relieving to not only Dallas fans, but I bet you anything to the coaches too.
Well, Aaron has said this earlier. He heard that Ryan Tannehill is still available. Is anybody interested in Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah. As a backup role? Absolutely. You're a Cardinals fan. Of course you would not want him. I got Joe Milton here as a Cowboys fan. I would rather have Ryan Tannehill than Joe Milton. 100% all day long. Sign me up, coach.
I thought he retired, man. I don't think he's actually available.
I'll throw a name out there.
Okay.
Would you want Joe Milton or Carson Wentz?
Give me Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
Carson. Carson every day, all day.
So, I mean, last I checked, I'm pretty sure he's still on the free agent market.
What would be your pick, sir? Between the two? Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
that's like asking me what tastes better, shit sandwich or sit sandwich. Honestly, I think Milton gives you an athleticism part of it, but playing the position of quarterback is Carson Wentz. So if you want the best chance to win, if Dak goes down, it would be a Carson Wentz type guy. He's probably at the level of Cooper Rush at this point in his career, maybe even a little below Cooper, which is kind of crazy to say. But I would, if you told me to put money on it and who I was going with, I'd go Carson Wentz. But that's where I'm.
Cool.
Okay.
Guys, I'm out.
All right, Mike. See you. 21. Who would you make a move, and who would you go get?
I mean, I think a move needs to be made. It's just, what we know the outcome of that. We know how Jerry works. That I think for me that what we're seeing is more questions raised right at that backup QB position, right? So it's just, what is he gonna do? We talk about what QBs are out there, and there's not much of a choice out there. But I would make a move. Maybe the Cowboys. You think they're waiting for those cuts to be made? Maybe they're waiting for those cuts to be made and seeing who else is out there. But I actually think that they'll make a move.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping and praying because our last 3 years, Dak been hurt 2 of them. He's been hurt. So if he's been hurt 2 of the last 3 years, it's a possibility our backup quarterback is going to see the field this season, right? So That's my concern. Remember we said before the season started, man, the Cowboys got a lot of questions and we need a lot of answers. And it seems like we're getting the answers to these questions too. Right now, the answer to the question is the backup quarterback. Do we have one? The answer is absolutely, positively no.
No.
Okay. So another question was, would Mozzie Smith play like a number one pick? The answer is no. Okay.
Talking about a shit sandwich and a shit sandwich.
Yeah. Will our cornerbacks be healthy at the beginning of the season? Right now, the answer is no. Okay. So
that's a hell no.
Okay. And then we saw a little bit of Sanders in the game, a running back. Do we have a number one running back yet? The answer to me is still no. So
Miles Sanders misread holes, misread gaps. Like, he made our blockers look terrible when he just didn't read the damn play.
So that's what I'm saying. Remember these questions we had going into the season, and we're going on preseason game number 3, and all the questions are answered with a big fat hell no.
That's a fact.
Well, but the thing is, there's a lot of, and this is a word Gary likes to use a lot, there's a lot of ambiguity, and I got high tolerance for ambiguity. There is a lot that we're not putting out there for the sake of not putting out there. Just like Joe Milton using his legs, and that would be a big part of the game if Joe Milton were to start. Same thing with not using Williams. The same thing with not putting all our cards on the table. So yes, we internally, because what we see, because what the vanilla shit they're giving us, we're making our own content out of it. But Shotty, I think there's a method to his madness.
Now, Boots, I love you, Boots. Okay, this Michigan. We're not gonna start this Michigan shit today.
Es mi hermano, man. Mi hermano. It's Cowboy podcast, hermano.
Hold on. The one Michigan player you gonna miss is Jordan fucking Lewis. We drafted him from Michigan. So we're gonna
I don't know.
This needs to be more specific.
Wrong plan makes me forget about him.
No more Michigan defensive linemen.
Okay, I can take it.
Because Taco and Mozzie. I could have had TJ Watt instead of Taco Charlton.
Don't even go there. Why? Why are you hurting me right now? Casey, I just mentioned, bro. Like, why?
I remember that too. I remember that. But anyway, so now, my next question, man. The game on Saturday, man. Did anybody stand out to you? Well, first of all, I was happy to see our number one pick on the field. I did appreciate that. I wish he would have played longer. I really do. I wish he would have played at least 3 quarters. That's just me. To me, because I'm a big offensive lineman. And man, offensive linemen need to gel. They need to play. They need to play, need to get a part, especially if you're new to a team. You need to get the system down right. And it is nothing like gameplay for offensive linemen. But I'm gonna ask the crew, man. Did anybody stand out to you, or is there anybody that you just like, fuck, get rid of his ass? Other than Joe Milton, we already talked about him.
Well, those are two big matzo balls. What do you want us to say first, big dog? The person we want to get the hell out, or the one that stood out?
The question is up to you. Whichever one you want to start, you go.
Well, this dude is getting slept on. Did you guys see Justin Houston put motherfuckers on their ass? Like, I know, don't get it twisted. Nealon has been a consistent wrecking ball. I can't wait to see what Nealon to fill the shoes of Mr. I'm tired up in Seattle. We're not going to say his name because fuck him. He's like, hey, you go deal with them in Seattle. But
I'll walk over there and whoop his ass.
Houston, they talk about Ezra Rocco not getting in his bag because Ezra Rocco was, we got him because all the tools he has in his pass rush moves, and all he's been using is a bull rush, frankly. But Justin Houston, number 53, look, he was putting fools on the ass, getting in his bag. I love the way Shotty used that NASCAR package when he had freaking Sam Williams, Nealon, Justin Houston, and Ezraku as a NASCAR package. They showed something that's what caused the interception. But Justin Houston, we sleeping on Justin Houston.
Okay. Case, anybody?
I feel like with the new TikTok trend, that should be called the Bugatti package. You know,
Bugatti, and you gotta say Bugatti too, man. That's chef's kiss.
But who stood out to me? Sanborn, the linebacker, and Leofau. I liked Leofau last year. Those two, I think our linebackers are solid, especially once Overshown comes back. And I think we improved in that position for the most part. As far as trash, every interior lineman we got except Ziggy. I mean, I talked about this last week on our show, man, is like what's been the biggest bugaboo for the Cowboys defense these last 3, 4, 5 years, even under Dan Quinn, is the run defense just getting, gaped all the time.
Yep.
All right. And so I don't think we've done enough to fix it, to address it, to even be average at it. And so you want to make a trade, damn the backup quarterback position.
There you go.
You need to go get a defensive tackle.
That Okoye kid is right there across. That Okoye kid right there in Baltimore is a big comedy. Hey, I'm going to ask you this, Casey, because we rarely got a white guy on. Doesn't it feel wholesome to have a white linebacker? Is it as a Cowboy fan to watch Sanborn out there as your white linebacker? It's like this is America's team. Like, even black guys, even Foots the King said the same thing. I was like, man, that's my take. But isn't it good to have a white linebacker back there?
We white folks took a step forward like 2 years ago when Cooper DeJean started playing corner, all right?
But as linebacker, we got a Kickley right there. We have a Sean Lee right there. Having Jack Sanborn there's just something right in the world.
Big fella, that right there is your Mikey moment.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a TikTok right there.
That it's a white guy. Hard enough to get a white guy on the show. That is so false. He's not the Barack Obama white guys on the show. He's not the fucking first.
He's a legit white guy. He's a Cali white guy. Look, he has a trucker hat backwards with the nice man.
Look, man.
Who do you, man? Good job.
I can throw it if you.
Easy. You made everybody forget the damn question. No, turn your hat back around. I liked it like that.
I mean,
you're like Ashton Kutcher.
Anyway, I'm gonna mute his fucking mic. Anyway, Kuiper. Kuiper, did anybody in the game stand out to you, or you said, man, get them the hell out of here?
I'm gonna start with a rookie who I thought was gonna be really good, man. I thought he was gonna do something, man, earn a role. But as a Rocky, man, you look so much like a fucking rookie. Dude, there's so many times I'm watching this guy on a run play, over pursue, and completely get out of the play. He does exactly what the offensive tackle wants him to do every single time. And it's so ugly, dude. You have long arms. That was his whole thing in the draft is his stupid long arms. Fucking push him and keep some distance to just watch the ball running back and then disengage. It's not that hard, dude. It's not that hard. And then we're backups. He was looking silly like that against backups. I don't understand. He's gonna get beat by James Houston in the depth chart. And he was a free agent that, you're a second round pick or a third, second, right?
second round pick. Yeah.
Yeah, second round pick, and you're gonna get beat out by James Houston, who was let go by the Lions for injuries. It made me sad. It made me sad to watch. But I'm gonna give props.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I gotta give props to somebody who I actually thought was shit last week. He was missing everything in the run. He was getting beaten in coverage. Damon Clark.
Damon.
Okay.
Yeah. He played good. He was reading and reacting quick. He saw the ball, he went to go get the ball. I loved he was playing fast, and he wasn't second guessing himself. The whole linebacker crew looked competent and wanted to play football. They were on fire, and I think that's the only chance the Dallas Cowboys have this season to defend the run is if all three linebackers play with that Overshawn Hart in them.
Hey, you deserve this. You deserve this. Hey. Let me tell you why I love what you said, bro. Because I was literally thinking, man, our linebackers look really fucking good.
Yeah,
they look really good. Yeah. I was telling the Can fan, I said, I am really beginning to like Sanborn. I am really beginning to like this kid because it was a couple plays, man. This is my pet peeve about linebackers. If you don't meet the player in the fucking hole, you don't play linebacker to me. And Sanborn got up in there, and no, it's not because he's white. Anyway, because he's a good athlete. Okay, but man, he filled the hole, and I was like, take that fucking number off him, give him number 50 because Sean Lee is back.
Yes, sir. Oh no, for real. Or take that 51 off of Brown and put that on Sanborn, bro, for real.
Hey man, even giving the 50 for old schoolers like this, giving the old D.D. Lewis, give him something, man. I was appreciating Sanborn. Hey, 21. I'm sorry we was hogging this shit, man. But anyway, 21.
Right, Lightning. That's his new name.
21. You got to go. Was it anybody that on Saturday that stood out to you? Is there anybody on that field you was like, man, get them the fuck out of here?
First of all, you got to get him the fuck out of here. Is Joe Milton, right? It's not gonna happen. We gave up some assets, and we know Jerry doesn't like to lose, right? So it's not gonna happen. But this man is doo-doo. We saw it. He's been named the starter already, so we're gonna see him again. But it's not much to see. We've seen. For me, it's that linebacker core, man. We saw them flying around. They were looking good. It was just okay. We saw that defense. Somewhat, show up a little bit, compared to that first week. We got a pick, we got to see a pick six, so it was nice. So yeah, that defense stepped it up compared to that first week, man. That first week was just tough, but yeah, those linebackers really, they stood out and they were really out there.
All right, yes. All right, so tell me what y'all think about this, man, because I thought about this. Two things. Booth has been playing like trash, and he got him a pick six. So I was happy that he showed something. But this is my problem, right? I know our coaches hold everything close to the vest because they don't want to show too much, right? But our defense outscored our offense in the game on Saturday. Our defense outscored us. The problem I got was Shotty, right? I'm still in love with him, but bro, give me some kind of electricity. It just seemed like everything is just so bland. I'm not gonna pimp my hand on nothing, but you got to give the fans something to be optimistic about. You got to, man.
No, at the cost of
what? Hold on. You can say no all you want to, but bro, you know how Cowboy fans are. You know how we are, man. We crave for any kind of entertainment, and these games have been like, you just trying to stay awake. Okay, we can only true football fans like us. We'll sit there and we'll watch every second because we're analyzing different people that we want to see. but just the average fan that don't really give a fuck about preseason football or what technique that Mazza use or how many three-step steps that Joe Milton take, or did the wide receiver cut on his break at the same, that's us. But you know what I'm saying? The typical fan wants some kind of excitement. Okay. So is it bothering y'all that we're not seeing anything from the offense? And go ahead, Mike. You about to die.
Well, the thing is, if they want entertainment, go on Netflix, watch the America Team special. If you get your nostalgia, get your ambiguity in, get that in. Because why would you sacrifice any kind of, and why would you sacrifice shocking the fucking Eagles on the 4th of September? Because that's costs way more than tipping your hand and getting brownie points for winning games that don't fucking matter, or having a good quarter at something that doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean? I rather win in Philadelphia and tell these FUCK fuck them Eagles all day than tipping our hand, doing something extra, getting somebody hurt, giving anything. I know it's extra vanilla shit and we're eating it because for the first time in a long time, and for real, we're excited to see football, and we are all football horny. All of us are Cowboy horny, and we want to watch this shit. But by the third quarter, all of us were just looking at our phone more than we were looking at the goddamn game. And the only reason we were looking at the game, because we have content and we want to have a little tidbit of a player that we're watching or something to say as content. But if we weren't, we'd be like everybody else, not giving a shit about this game. That's the sadness that Joe Milton has given us, and the vanilla that we've gone from Schottenheimer. But it's a means to something better. But if they go into fucking in Philadelphia and get their ass beat, then you're valid as hell. But when they go to Philadelphia and surprise the shit out of them because they don't see nothing, then it was all for that.
All right, so I want you to stop eating Blue Chews while you watch the game because you're being horny.
I want to know if
I'm a Rose Sparks guy. Thank you very much.
What did you say, Casey? I didn't hear you, bro.
He said we're all Cowboy horny. I just want to know if Kuiper is Cowboy horny up there.
He's low key Cowboy horny.
You know what, man? Sometimes, just say be a hater though, really more than anything.
That motherfucker.
but Chris,
that's my son, by the way.
I'll throw this out there. It doesn't concern me that you're seeing vanilla. Obviously, first time on the show, y'all don't know too much about my history. I've been a basketball coach for 16 years. So there's things I would do in our preseason or even in our first round of district and wouldn't show it all when and kept it in the playbook or in the secret stash for the next time I saw him or I needed it. So I think as fans and as people who watch it and break it down, I think you got to kind of hope and have faith that man Shotty is holding something in the back pocket, because right now, I'm not too impressed with the running game as aforementioned earlier, and we're gonna have to score some points if our defense can't stop the run. So
all right, Kuiper. Same question to you, brother.
My thing is, okay, you're going into Philadelphia week 1, all right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about everything new for the Dallas Cowboys. New head coach, new offensive coordinator, which means new systems, with new defense, new system on the defense, right? All these things are new. In the NFL, it takes time to get everything to gel. Especially when you have all these young players on the offensive line. All of that takes time for them to gel together and get the system right. You can be as vanilla as you want, okay? In the preseason, nobody gives a shit about wins. Wins don't mean anything, okay? What I want to see and what the coaches should be doing is playing some of the starters even that, to just get these cadences, get the most basic parts of the system right, and get it start learning that part. Because you're going into Philadelphia, man. Everybody Dak hasn't played a single snap. He's gonna be fresh off. Um, he's gonna get his first hit, first pass off against the Eagles. I don't have much confidence in that.
Well, I could rebut that real quick because he did the same thing coming off an injury, and he threw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns against Tom Brady that opening season when he last time he tore up his leg. He did that for 2 seasons in a row, so he's used to this already.
But I'm just saying, there's a lot that's new with this team that still needs to gel right. And against in the NFC East, okay, right now, what's gonna be the difference between winning the division or even making the playoffs is who gets to the fastest start right off the bat. Who's gonna be the ones to go 4-2 to have the best record at the beginning? Because then after that, that's when the boat race starts in the end. That's when all your players are gonna get injured. Everybody's gonna be tired as fuck. The quick start is what's gonna win anybody in the division. That's what's gonna win.
But see, that's the beauty of our situation. That's when the Cowboys are coming. That's when the Overshones are coming. That's when the Digs are coming. That's when we're gonna revamp and reload at the same time.
So then why wait? Why wait to get all your system right and to get these backup get the so-called starters right now? Javonte Williams hasn't seen any snaps. Why the fuck is that? Yeah. Why is that?
Hey, because we have Phil Mofo, Hunter Lipke, and Phil Mofo, freaking Hunter Lipke, and Williams are basically the same guy.
Okay. 21, what you think?
I mean, you want to see some of the guys out there. You want to see that flash. You want to give us some, some of what, but then again, at what cost, right? So it's like, I'm good, but, again, I'm with Casey on this one. I'm hoping Shotty has everything, he has his bag ready for September 4th because, what we're seeing right now is not what we want to see. So that's why I guess it has everybody feeling some type of way right now, right? But at what cost, because and it's hard because then you agree. I agree with Kuiper. I want to see, you want to turn on the car a little bit, right? We're old school. We got to turn on the car at least,
Yeah,
you got to warm it up 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to just, boom, turn on and let's go. You want to warm it up, right? That's so, it's tough, but I do want to go in, healthy or as healthy as we can go, especially my quarterback to September, coming into September 4th, right? So that I am happy about, but we'll see, man. We'll see what Shotty got up his sleeves come that day.
Well, I hope he got something because we can't go up into that. I'm gonna be PG. I don't want to get banned on TikTok. Go up into that place up north where they eat imitation meat and they put some imitation cheese on it and also call it good. Look, I want something, man. I just the reason I brought that to our attention, man, because it just seems like it's just extra vanilla. Like Mikey said, it's just like you're purposely trying not to do nothing exciting. And I was just like, well, damn, bro, give me something. Even with these backups on the field. Give me something, man. That's exciting.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I was saying earlier. Is that there was some plays where I wanted to see Joe Milton, take off to get some sort of excitement because I'm like, give me something. And I'm just there, and I'm like, I get it's preseason, but you want to see something, right? There's something you want to get that, Mike calls it horny. I gotta, for me, it's a niche. You know, and I'm trying to, for me, it's a niche. I want to see,
shit, different body part.
Right?
But listen. I get it, but think about it. How much we have vested in Joe Milton that they want him to sit back and read a defense because he needs practice at that.
Yeah.
Using his legs and picking up a first down does not do nothing for his football progression and his football maturity. You know what I mean? He could use his legs and use the read option and have the linebackers on their toes and do all of that stuff. But all of us would agree he needs time reading a defense because he's a blind man looking for a black cat in a dark room right now.
Okay. All right.
But I would just say this too. It's not just the preseason for the players, man. These coordinators, like you got a brand new first year offense coordinator in Adams. Give him something to be able to learn how to actually call plays instead of just tailoring them to one guy to get him to learn something. You know, give him a chance to actually develop his play calls, how he does it, how he's gonna do this in this situation. You know.
I feel you.
Can I don't know if y'all look at I don't know which comment stream is on the side of the screen there, but boy Aaron Hinkle over here talking about well, he had a longer one earlier. Yeah, that's the one. I think that's tomfoolery. I think you need to play your guys in the preseason. I think we've seen a rash over these last 4 or 5 years of injuries because these guys there's no contact in practice. They hardly get touched in preseason, and their bodies aren't ready for the physical punishment. Football is a game of risk. That is what it is. And so I get tired of, like, when Jerry Jones is talking, if we sign them, we won't have them, we might not have them. Well, you're in the damn game of football. Like, last time I checked, you made your money in oil. Just because you drill a hole doesn't mean you're going to get oil.
True.
You know? So I think you got to play guys, at least some. You know, I think Dak should have taken some reps last Saturday. You know,
Exactly.
You know, unless, you know, there's really not, unless it's Tom Brady, but even Patrick Mahomes is playing in the preseason. So that's the best damn quarterback.
Joe Burrow started to do it.
And that's what I'm about to say. And then I think this past Saturday would have been the perfect game for him to start, show us a little something, and then that's it. You're good to go. You know, we know we're going to see Milton with this Falcons game. They already announced it, but I think this game was perfect where we could have seen a series or two.
Yeah, I mean, if maybe you sit the high risk position of wide receiver with CD, you know, or something like that. But how nice would it be to see Dak and Pickens and CD and Fergie out there? What chemistry do they have out there, if any, yet? You know, because Kite makes a good point. New coordinators on both sides, new head coach, players. Your best defensive player isn't taking reps. You know, he's there, but he's not taking reps. They may come out of the gate and struggle, and the problem is they got to be 4-2 after those first 6 games if they want to make the playoffs.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking 5-1. I'm thinking 5-1. That's what I'm thinking. But you know, I agree with you. They can't get behind the 8 ball because that schedule after Thanksgiving is brutal. It's brutal.
What up, Bucky?
It starts on Thanksgiving.
We'll see September 4th. More than likely, I'm answering the question down there. I'll be confident September 4th. I don't want to. You could slip, trip, and fall. You could, like Sammy Sosa sneezed and freaking gave himself back spasms. Man, anything could happen. By now, and then going back to putting players on the field before the third game is when we were going to get at least one series or one quarter of that. But this condensed preseason and a longer regular season, a lot of teams are treating this one regular season game as a preseason game.
Okay, so my last subject was the TikTok I made. I stitched Law Nation about he's talking about Mozzie Smith. And I say I got to bring this to the panel because I want their opinion because I gave my opinion on the TikTok. He said that it is not Mozzie Smith's fault the way he's playing because he's had 3 different defensive coordinators since he's been here. My point was, as a athlete, your athletic ability shines more than your coaching. Okay, the way you being coached. Because if you can play ball, it don't matter who's coaching you the ball, your athletic ability is gonna pop on film. Okay.
Right.
So I'm gonna start with Casey first. Casey,
There's not many subjects that get me more pissed off than Mozzie Smith.
All right.
I had to stretch before I said that because I might pull a muscle and be out like Sammy Sosa sneezing. Man, he's consistently blown 3 or 4 yards back on every damn run play I see that he's in there. Last time I checked, and Chris, I agree with you, big dog, is talent outshines, talent outshines coaching. Talent makes coaches look really good. If you have the talent, the scheme will work. Or you can do things that make the scheme look better than it is. And he doesn't do any of that. He is, guy, it's such a waste of a first-round pick. And to take the blame off of him and try to say it's his coordinators or the coaches, get out of here. Me as a coach for the past 16 years, I'm not going to take that shit. Like, sorry, TikTok. But, like, I'm sorry, man. He may be working. I think he overperformed at Michigan and he hit his talent level ceiling at Michigan, and he just doesn't have the more potential in the bank or in the reserve, however you want to say it, to continually improve like a first round pick. He has shown nothing. Absolutely, that he shouldn't. He's a practice squad guy in my book. Like, damn, Mozzie Smith. Now he probably whooped my ass if I saw him in person. He's a big dude, but like I just Mozzie later. Get off the team, go open a barbecue joint somewhere, and enjoy the rest of your life.
Oh, that's on me.
I need to get him pissed off more often. I like when Casey's pissed off, man.
I like that.
I still think you held back a little bit.
It's my first time on the show, fellas.
Hey,
Dude, you're good. You're good.
Our show is based off of barbershop talk. It's just guys.
I got you. Y'all tune in to ours with me and my dad. He pissed me off so bad a couple weeks ago I ended the show early.
It's got real in here. You have no idea.
So
yeah. I'll start with 21. Mike, I'll leave you for last. 21. What did you think about that comment that Law Nation? And what's so bad? I respect Law Nation because that dude is a dog in this game, right?
Yeah.
Respect him, but I really think he was wrong on this one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it don't matter how many coordinators you've been through. I'm with you, big fella. Your athleticism should show and should progress. Obviously, if you have different coordinators, you should be getting different, versions of what they're teaching you, right? So, you should only be getting better, and you don't see it. You don't see it with Mozzie. You don't see progression. You see, kind of the same thing over and over, and him just continuing to get beat, and be put on skates. So it's just, for Mozzie, I think his time's up. Will we see it? Who knows? Who knows if they got
I'm sorry to interrupt. By this logic, Jalen Hurts should be the worst quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna turn my head around. I'm gonna be quiet.
Go ahead, finish up, 21.
No, with Mozzie, I think with Mozzie, it's raps. Will we see him on the practice squad? I believe so. I believe it's his time. It's gonna be. He's off that 53-man roster.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Did Mikey fall asleep?
No, he's waiting. He's my last one, so he's up. So Kuiper, My dear player personnel director, my dear, I value your every opinion you give me. I take it to heart, and I dissect it, and I want to see if I'm accepting what you got to say. So I'm ready. Go ahead, Capo. Give me what you got, man. What you think about what Law said?
There's a huge difference, okay, between a player being used wrong and a player just being a straight up bust. Okay, Kyle Pitts, I'm not ready to say he's a bust. He was definitely used wrong in Atlanta the first couple of years. Everybody knew that. Okay, everybody saw it. Talent is ridiculous, but he was used wrong. There's no denying that. Okay, there's things players can control, and there's things players can't control. Okay, you're being used in the wrong spot, and you're not being put up to the best that you can be. You're not put into position to show your max talent. Okay, that's fine, but you can still make plays. You can still show out your talent. You can still go and put out max effort at the very least. At the very least, show that you want to play. Mozzie Smith hasn't shown that he wants to play. Mozzie Smith, you could be used as a 3 tech, as a 1 tech. Either way, you have to show that you want to be there, and you have to show the effort. He hasn't done any of that. So to me, the coordinators don't really matter for his situation. Some guys it matters. QBs. There's a lot of QBs that they switch out coordinators. Not as good, but they still show out their talent. They still show their I want to say their determination to still play. Okay, I just don't see this with Mozzie Smith, man. I don't see anything that he doesn't show any potential that he was gonna be any better in any other position.
Okay, Mikey.
You can hear the roll bounce in the back. The thing about Mozzie Smith, it's not the lack of talent. It's he's in his head. His confidence level is done, and we all know as alpha dogs, that confidence is everything with us, especially in a pugilistic sport like football. And he is quick to get on himself, has the slowest get off. No matter how much he could bench, how strong he is, if he's the last one of the line, 3 seconds off the line, he gets double teamed, and then he's 5 yards back, and it's consistently the same thing. And not to mention the effort, exactly the way Kuiper said. You could see Jay Toya get pushed off the line 2 yards off the line of scrimmage, but you could see the kid fighting, try to spit out. And if he's gonna be that big bucket of dirt, he's content with being the big bucket of dirt. Mozzie Smith isn't content with that. So he doesn't fight. And when he starts fighting, he has one of the worst body languages I ever seen. He gets the wide receiver body languages, but he's not a wide receiver, so he doesn't get that right to, because wide receivers have the ability to make a spectacular play and make us forget about that body language. But when you are a defensive tackle, and it's most of it is effort, strength, and you're not showing it. And he made a tackle. The only reason he made a tackle is because he got blown 6 yards off the scrimmage, and he got blocked into the damn tackle. And I'm like,
I remember the play.
And I looked at it, and I'm like, we want to pull for Mozzie, and I get the empathy that Law Nation has for him. I get it, because he's swinging his body stuff. But a lot of it is his confidence, and then after his confidence, his pouting. You're too big to pout. Your face is too big to pout. Your face too. And when Chris Pout, bet you he has the biggest pout face because he's such a good-looking guy. You know what I mean? But when you make a pouty face and you have shit body languages, and you can't have shit body language when you're 350 pounds or 200 and something pounds. So that's where I am with Mozzie. A lot of it is effort, and a lot of it is his shit attitude. And maybe the star was just a little too big for him.
All right, I threw my Michigan hat on because I told y'all last week that I took it personal the way Mozzie played. And the reason I took it personally because I'm a Michigan man through and through. I love Michigan so much. And Michigan, when Mozzie was at Michigan, I swear to God, please take me at my word. Michigan Mozzie did not play like this at Michigan. He did not. When I say you couldn't run in the 1 or 2 hole, you couldn't. He heads up, nose guard. It was a beast. He was a beast, and I disagree with the first round pick. I thought he was either a second or a third, but the Cowboys picked him first because their idea was get that run stopper. At the time, it still wasn't the right guy for the job. I'm the hardest on Mozzie just because I am a fan of Michigan and I was a fan of Mozzie. I am just upset that Mozzie play like he doesn't want to play. And like I said last show, if you don't want to fucking play football, stop fucking playing football. He reminded me of a kid when I coached Little League for 20 years and their mom made him play or the dad made him play.
Yeah.
And he goes out there and he gets hurt and he's whiny and crying. And as soon as you put him on the field,
love going against that kid.
He put him on the field and he gets his dick knocked in the dirt every time. And you just like, come on, bro. That's how I feel every time I watch Mozzie. I'm
We're
like,
on
bro,
TikTok guidelines.
his stuff knocked in the dirt. I apologize, TikTok. Please forgive me.
I mean,
So that's how I feel about it, man. I really wish that he makes a decision as a grown man. Am I gonna play football? Am I gonna grow my balls back? Or am I just gonna just move on? Because I said before the season started. Remember what I said before the season started? I said Mike Smith gonna get cut.
You said that in March. You said that in March.
I said Mike Smith gonna get cut. And I'm a Michigan guy. And I said it. I say he's gonna get cut if he doesn't show them something.
Chris, can I ask you a question about Mozzie?
You go right.
Or if you could agree with this, do you think they reached on the pick, right?
Oh yes, I agree. 1,000%.
Because they felt themselves, because they did the Tyler Smith, they pat themselves what they did with Tyler, and then words like freak came out.
Because
and
you
was that
see
to his
workout.
detriment? Because I was expecting a freak.
Yeah, you saw his workout before he got drafted. Oh man, it was amazing. You know, like, man, a man 300 pounds can do that, can do this. You know, they had these stairs. They're probably like 2 feet up. You know, each stairs is like 2 feet, and you know how is the standing hop, and he hopped all the way up those stairs. Man, it was less than 15 seconds because you need explosion to do that, right? He did it. He was being this combine workout. I'm gonna give you great numbers guy. But the Mozzie I knew at Michigan, you can't. Now Mozzie he got a half sack his whole career at Michigan. But what you didn't do with Mozzie, you didn't run his way. And that's what we thought we were getting. But instead, we get the skate guy. I don't care if he's on roller skates, roller blades, or skateboards. He is getting pushed back too freaking easy. And it just drives me absolutely.
Yeah, that Dan Quinn system made him lose all that weight.
Yeah, and that was the other problem, man. Remember I told you I met Mozzie in Dallas at that little player thing, and the big fella is 6'2.5", 6'3", 330, and I was bigger than Mozzie. I said, "How the hell you gonna play one technique? How? How?"
You know, there's a video. It was a basketball player talking about guys in the NBA, right? Mm-hmm. And he goes, "You'd be surprised how many guys in the NBA don't play for the love of the game." And right. That's what Mozzie reminds me of. He got his paycheck, mm-hmm. And it's not love of the game; it's a job now. Yeah, it's Michigan. He probably got some money in Michigan, but it was more and more pageantry, more of a show. And now it's your profession. It's a job to you, and it just looks joyless.
Yes.
And when you do something you don't enjoy, no matter how good the money is, you're not going to put everything you have into it. And that's what I feel like Mozzie. I think if he gets cut, he'll feel such relief.
He'll be picked up by the Chargers.
Honestly, it might be a Chris Carter situation. Where he goes somewhere else. I'm not going to say he's going to make the Hall of Fame, but he might go to the Chargers. new situation and might turn into a decent player. But that's kind of my view on Mozzie.
You know he's gonna end up with Chargers. He's gonna end up with that coach. That he's gonna end up with his old coach. That's usually what happens.
Well, but I don't think his comfortability with Harbaugh is the problem though. It's still the effort part. I don't give a who I know, but if I ain't gonna give him effort, I mean, because you got to think about it, man. Kuiper, tell me if I'm wrong or not. I'm not gonna ask your dad because he said he played defensive tackle, but I don't believe him because he looked easily blocked. But but bro, my whole thing is at D tackle, it's majority effort. Because at D tackle, you getting the center, you getting the guard, you may even get a fucking running back coming in that hole chipping on you. That's my thing. Do you think are you getting the effort from him?
No. It's no improvement. There's no effort for improvement either that I'm seeing. Like he doesn't want to do. The dude talked about it last week on preseason week 1. After that, he said, "I knew what the problem was. I know what I got to do better. I know I played like shit." And he played the exact same way. That shows me he didn't want. That shows me he didn't want. He said that just for the sake of other teams to see that than anything.
And for him to acknowledge that he's a number one and he needs to do better, he said he went out there and said, "Look, I know I'm a number one, draft pick, and I got to do better." And for you not to even show that effort, where it's just like, this dude don't even want to be here anymore.
Did Linderbaum play? Play?
None of the Ravens starters played.
Oh my God!
Tyler Linderbaum didn't even play, bro, and he was getting his ass pushed back, bro.
Because he's.
Oh jeez! And then you seen the movie Man on Fire with Denzel Washington, right? Yeah. He's in Mexico City, and that little girl she's the she's the fastest swimmer in the water, but she's the slowest one on the block off the blocks.
Yeah,
his get off is
straight up.
Boom.
Yeah, I think he's too light in the pants. I would put 20
looking like Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I'll put 20, 30 pounds on Mozzie and put him straight head up on the nose and wouldn't try to slant him, nothing, man. You just play right here on the nose, and because that's what he did at Michigan. Some players can't adapt, man. It is what it is. They freaking can't adapt to the NFL game. Because everybody on the fucking NFL team, excuse me, TikTok, everybody on the NFL team were all Americans in college. Okay. All SEC, all Big 12. These players in the NFL, everybody was the best of the best. But you got to go above to become even better. So
he's the anti Jeremiah Ratliff. Like he's the anti Jay Ratliff, bro. Everything Jay Ratliff was, this guy ain't.
So, all right, final subject, man, and we'll get out of here. All right, so we play Friday against those hated punk-ass, trick-ass Atlanta Falcons. And look, the Dirty Birds, last time we played them, we played in the regular season. That's when Dak tore his meat off the bizone. Yeah. But we already know what's going to happen. This is the last preseason game. Basically, I know we're not going to see anybody that we already, who I think really need to play the whole games. But are you looking for somebody in particular, Casey, for this game on Friday against Atlanta?
Let's see. Friday, no, I probably won't even watch the game. It's kind of pointless. I mean, unless you are truly in the weeds, man, of the last 15 guys on the roster, which, I mean, very rarely do they matter. Matter of fact, I don't even know if it's on TV down there in Houston. Man, I saw what I wanted to see in week 2 with especially the linebackers. We talked about that already. And, the end of the roster, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, Sorry, that's a blasé. That's a politician answer.
Yeah.
That's not a great podcaster answer, I think, but I think at a certain point, I value time with my wife over watching the fourth string preseason quarter or Cowboys.
We go to Costco.
At
Go to Home Depot.
Costco Sunday morning, 10 a.m. That ain't no
Dude, I know about that.
All right, Kyber, anybody in particular you looking forward to this Friday against those Dirty Birds?
I want to see Phil Bothell get some more carries, man. More than anything, I want to see that dude run angry through people. But again, also, I need to see something from these corners, because some of these corners that are playing will start week 1 because the starting 3 are injured. They're not going to be there. They're not going to be there. And so far, we haven't seen anything. We've seen that they are not starters and that the Dallas Cowboys should probably sign somebody. That's just my opinion, but we need to see something to give a little bit of confidence that you can guard A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith week 1.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Oh,
All right, 21, man. Anybody in particular you want to see Friday?
I'm with Kuiper, that running back. I want to see what we get out of that running back, right? Who's really trying to get those spots, because we know it's full. So we know we're going to see a lot of. I think I just saw that Maffa's clear to Jaden Blue's clear to play against the Falcons. So we might see some Jaden Blue, and so with the running backs, and then the cornerbacks as well. I want to see what we're gonna have out there, man. It's gonna be
There you go.
Those are the to watch. I feel like those are kind of the to watch groups, right? So we'll see what we get out of them. Because we know our top 2 are hurt right now. So see what we got there.
All right, Mikey. Anybody in particular you want to see Friday, brother?
And particularly, I want to see Zion Childress. That's been the big buzz guy, the big guy that they've been talking about, even after everything's said and done. Like Kyron Elam was a guy that they were talking about being like on the top of our depth chart, considering dudes have been hurt and dudes haven't been practicing. But this Childress kid has showed out, and he's been serviceable. That's all we need is serviceable, because the biggest reason Andrew Phone Booth looked terrible the week before and then got a pick 6 was because of our pass rush, and we got to the quarterback and the Cooper Rush just threw an ugly ball, and 2 + 2 is 4. As long as we have a serviceable secondary to hold us over until our guys get healthy, our pass rush is gonna have to be there. So we need serviceable, competent guys, and I think Zion Childress will be that guy. Phil Mofo. Dude, that's my dog. I'm going for Phil Mofo, but that'd be nice to see a little Jaden Blue, not too much, and this just get the last of the Pomeranian because he's getting cut.
All right.
Casey, if you don't know who the Pomeranian is, it's what's his name?
Deuce Vaughn.
Deuce Vaughn.
He's a Pomeranian.
makes sense.
All right. Well, look, man, Casey, we always at the end of the show we give final thoughts, man. So your final thoughts on anything you need to promote, tell everybody where they can find you and everything like that, brother.
Yeah, first off, thank y'all for allowing me to come on. Like I said, open invitation to any of y'all to hop on ours. On Time Sports Talk, it's me and my old man. I'm the remix, he's the original. See that play. So
I love it.
On time because our last name is scheduled. So there you go, Mike. There you go.
I come on CPT.
But we're normally on Thursdays live 7 p.m. on Facebook, X, Twitch, YouTube. We're probably not TikTok appropriate, but we skew towards the DFW market. We do talk all sports, but we're both from Dallas, so we talk a lot of Cowboys, we talk a lot of Rangers, Stars, And we're kind of the comedic. We're on a Tired Sports Network is our network we're a part of. We got 8 different shows on the network, and we're kind of the comedic ones. We do some character work. I coach J Kidd, manager B Boach, Jerry Jones, and I think Dan Quinn is coming soon as well. So we like to have fun with it. And but we do like to break things down and talk about certain things and get into the weeds a little bit as well. So, yeah, I got to give a shout out to your biggest commenter, Aaron Hinkle. Tune in to On Time Sports Talk. We would love to have you comment on our tomfoolery as well, and anyone else out there as well watching, of course. But one of our shows can't go tomorrow night, so we'll actually be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. instead of Thursday. So we'll be live tomorrow, 7 p.m. on where you can find it. You can also find it on Spotify under Tired Sports Network, as well as Apple Podcasts. So, yeah, man. And I just want to say thank y'all again. Appreciate it. I'd love to come back when y'all need someone or want to bring someone on, man.
Appreciate that.
He's a token white guy.
Yes, he's gonna. Right. You better be in our fantasy league. So I know how much fantasy leagues you're a part of, but if you can be a regular, you got to get in our fantasy league.
What's the? Are y'all throwing money up there?
Nah, this is just for fun.
Just for fun. I'm down. I'm looking for a job right now. I actually left education this summer, so.
Right. He's a fuck them kids. I mean, okay.
That's what I said essentially. You ain't wrong. I mean, I'd be open to it for sure, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Kuiper, your final thoughts, baby.
I got a problem with the NFL, man. Last season, nobody can deny this. Even if you don't believe in conspiracies, okay? Everybody knew the Chiefs and the Zebras were working together every damn game, even through the playoffs. The Zebras were an honorary member of the Chiefs, and the NFL rigged the hell out of the games for them, okay? It seems they're still getting that Hawk Tua treatment from them. Because my God, dude, not only did Rashee Rice speed 120 miles, right? Not only that, he crashed in and seriously injured 2 people and then left the damn scene.
Not to mention, like 37 people were involved in the accident.
Exactly. Like, he pleaded guilty. It's not like he hasn't been found guilty of these things. He is guilty 100% of all of it. And Jordan Addison only what he got a DUI. He got immediately suspended for a DUI. But Rashee Rice gets to play 4 games before his hearing. The 4 most difficult games of the Chiefs' schedule. And they're just gonna let him play? Dude, you can't tell me this shit's not rigged. You can't tell me. And then on top of that, Taylor Swift is gonna get a halftime show in the Super Bowl. I am so sick and tired of it. Because she ruined football. She has ruined football forever. I hate her with all my heart, man.
I just want to make sure all the Swifties out there know that I do listen to a little Swiftie here and there. You know, I don't want to lose all the Swiftie families.
Remember, he's a girl.
I don't want them to come after us. You know,
shake that off.
Oh, man, dude.
Are his alone?
Are you hurt?
Cowboy podcast.
I've heard of it.
That is your mom don't mean it.
I've heard of it. 2 things you don't want is you don't want the Swifties and you don't want the Beehive after you. So,
well, she shouldn't want to catch your album of the year. That's a bullshit.
There we go. Look, 21. Give me your final thoughts, man. Please.
Hey, my final thoughts is preseason week 3. It's on a Friday. It's weird. I don't know why it's Friday, right? But we get football on the Fridays. We get Cowboys football. I want to see these running backs, man. Hopefully, we get that Jadon Blue, Milton. I don't know if there's anything left to see with him. And it's just gonna be funny if he has a good game, and then we're gonna be here sitting here talking about something different, right? But we'll see, man. It's week 3. I'm excited for September 4th. And yeah, we'll be out there for week 2, probably watching the game with the big fella.
All right, man. Yeah, we made simulcast that jump. Look, Mikey 520, give me your final thoughts, baby.
Well, as always, like, subscribe, hit that bell. You like the Cowboy Up podcast. If you like us, tell your friends about us. I really want to thank, hey, old boy right here. Nice to meet you, bro. Hopefully you get on our fantasy football league. I want all our regulars regular guests, man. You're open to all the festivus and the errances of grievances after or before a game all the time, big dog. As always, man, I love this platform. I love this time of year because it's coming, guys. The cut grass, the humidity, the mosquitoes, the drunk people, the drunk moms, all the good stuff that comes with football season. So I'm on the page with old boy. Get your honeydews in, go to Costco, get that last little thing done because there's going to be Sundays when you're not going to be available. There's going to be some days where it's going to be good that you're going to be too ecstatic to answer the phone. There's going to be some days where you're not going to answer the phone because everybody and their mom's going to call you because you are a Dallas Cowboy fan. As always, we got a show tomorrow. El podcast Mis Cowboys, Mi Familia. Mañana sintonice. Vamos a tener un gran episodio. Yo y Bad G todo el tiempo. And as always, like, subscribe, Cowboy Up podcast. Thank you, guys.
All right, corner slid back in. Corner, your final thoughts.
Hey guys, we got these Falcons. Last preseason game, and then immediately after that, you flip the switch, and the focus is now on the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning defending Super Bowl champions, the banner hanging ceremony. All right, it's time for us to show them who Big Brother is come September 4th. It's time for us to let them know that we are the best fan base in the land. We are America's team. And guess what? We're going to treat you like we did those 2011 Giants. Jason Witten with the lacerated spleen came in there, pumped up the people. A guy named Kevin Ogletree was catching nothing but bombs like rain from who? Tony Romo. So we're going to come in there, Giants, and we're going to take a page out of that 2011 Cowboys book. We're going to apply it to you, and you're going to realize that the Dallas Cowboys are America's team. We're still number one, and we don't care about you, and we don't care about them 2 Super Bowls. We got 5. How you doing? And we're closer to 6 than you are to 3. How you doing?
Whoa! Hey, you got a 1, 2, 3. F-U-C-K, fuck them Eagles.
I'm ready for a WWE match now, boy.
Hey, corner. I was gonna ask you, are you gonna get on our fantasy league? Because you're always with us. So you got to get in our fantasy league.
I got one question for you. One question, and Big Fella knows the question. Where's the link?
Cool. No, we're gonna send it to Mondo. You're gonna get it from Papas. He's the commissioner, right?
Oh,
Kuiper's the
El Chapo over there. El Chapo.
I just need your email, man.
I get a plethora of pinatas.
A plethora. Do you know what a plethora is? Do you know?
I'm with you.
Once again, El Guapo.
Anyway, let me give you my final
Shout out
thoughts.
to Three Amigos podcast.
Let me give you my final thoughts real quick. My final thoughts is what I'm looking forward to on Friday is the double zeros at the end of the game, because that means fucking football is about to start. That's real football is about to start. And this weekend is week 0 in college football.
Bear down.
I am so excited. I don't know what to do. I think I've already told my wife I am unavailable this weekend. So look, man, I appreciate Casey for joining, man. Everybody go follow Casey also on TikTok. Also, you can find him on all the platforms, like he said. Also, always good seeing my man Mike from Cowboy Corner. Y'all know how to find him on Talking Crazy. And if you want to get pissed off, go to his show on Talking Crazy, because it will drive you absolutely batty. Also, shout out to Mikey 520 for showing up on his own show late as usual. Also, my man Kuiper AZ, the player personnel director, and 21 Armando 21. We'll definitely see you in a couple of weeks up here in Seattle. But
Ariana Grande shirt.
Hey, like the big fella always says, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinches Cowboys.
Casey fucking right back.
Peace.
Oh.
Let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE. Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
What's up, Sulema? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited.
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction?
I see it.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
All these videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up sometimes. Yeah. In this first day of pad. Say, man, you know, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the first, but tomorrow tells the truth.
This will tell you about I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprinting.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
You'd have come out with that Whataburger in and out, right?
We kind of polite, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing that song, but it's like this is Drake, you know, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's about the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.